Hello, hi Suraj. Can you hear us? If you can unmute yourself, I think you'll be audible. Yeah,
Yeah, Radhya, I can hear you guys.
perfect, perfect. So I think yes, guys. I think we have figured out technical issue that we had, and great. Yes, perfect. So I think Pratik as well is having a slight technical issue to join us. However, Suraj, yes. So any opening remarks?
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Yes,
Nice to see all of you. Uh, I don't know, Aradhya, your voice is
is
sometimes
it still
cutting off.
breaking? Yeah. How about now?
Now it's better.
Yes. Also, Suraj, you can always stop either me or Pratik. If we are not audible, we'll try to quickly check our network. Because again, since we're connecting from different time zones and different technical issues are something that inevitable. However, thank you for joining us today, Suraj. Again, we know how much it is hectic for you. We understand your schedule. And again, a big thanks for taking time and being part of the community call. Community call is one of the rituals that we follow every week for the community. We come here, talk to them, we ensure that they are updated with all the details that are necessary. Those are necessary. However, here we are talking to you about how do you see the Web3 space and how do you see the domain growing. So to start with, how do you see NFTs growing? And since given the space and the pace of the growth that Web3 is seeing in last 2 years, it's tremendous, right? And again, when it's Web3, the possibilities are enormous. So how do you see the growth? So what is your take on it?
Sure, sure. Thanks a lot, Aradhya. And thanks to the whole team. Love the vibe here at the Jump community. Okay. However, before starting, I would like to kind of get a vibe with the audience. Okay. Just knowing, like, is there a way to do polls or like, I would like to know how many of you have actually bought an NFT. If I can ask this to the audience, like, is there a way to do poll, or I think people can just raise their
Yes, yes,
hand?
they can raise their hands. We will be talking about that as well, Suraj. However, we have Pratik back on the panel. Since we as well have Pratik today as a co-host, he'll be taking up the session from now, and he'll take your session especially. Pratik, can you hear
Mhm.
us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear
Perfect,
me?
perfect. Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
hear you.
Awesome, awesome.
Suraj, how is your tech check?
Perfect, perfect.
Wow, I think we have cracked it, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's amazing. And things like this are completely
Time
inevitable.
resolved our jump
In
rate.
certain phases, we'll have to be bound to what we're creating. And being in technology, I think all of us are used to this ups and downs, and it's completely fine. Even our community is okay with the tech check that we do, and that's not a negative concern anymore. Yes, Pratik, over to you.
Hey Suraj, nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet
So,
you.
likewise,
Be
man.
here.
So, Suraj and me are very good friends. And yeah, Suraj, let's have a one-on-one conversation. So, to begin with, Suraj, would the community would like to know, like, how did you begin with Web3? How was your exposure, and how were you introduced to it?
Uh-huh. So, yeah, like I have had a very long kind of deep tech journey actually, and Web3 became a part of it. So I started as a physicist, then I became into entrepreneurship side. That's where when I was working for the Swiss government, running their accelerator in India, that's where we actually, this was in 2018, we started seeing there's a lot of kind of crypto policy related things. Uh, and we were guiding the Indian government and many of the startup stakeholders uh, to kind of make it better in India, not keep a blanket ban, black and white, but rather do something innovative how the Swiss were doing. Obviously, it was never achieved, given it was in the hands of much many stakeholders involved. Since then I started kind of getting deeper with many startups. One of the folks I met was during those days I met Chandan, who is my current boss, and I joined Router. So, yep, have had by now I have had like interacted with I think more than 100 200 crypto startups, and seen a big kind of met a lot of founders, spoken to all DeFi, NFT, all lot of Indian and lot of kind of global startups as well.
That's wonderful, man. And just for the audience, like Router is a bridge or bridging assets from one chain to another and define as a DEX for which Suraj is working. So that being said, Suraj, nowadays we are seeing every single domain is trying to do something in Web3, right? Be it fashion or be it art or sports or games or so many things are happening. Automobiles or every collectible industry is also getting into it. So how do you see the entire ecosystem growing as a whole, and what do you think the future is, and what's your take on it, Suraj?
I mean, it's very difficult to say like this, but I always go back in the history to look at future. And history, it was a kind of taking a longer explanation here. Imagine kind of the Maurya, Gupta, Chanakya, all these kind of era, these empires, and those uh, were the days currency actually came out. Okay, there used to be gold coins floating around, and the story is, and this is what historians have told us, there were a lot of problems key exchanging one guy's gold coin with another guy's gold coin, okay, or whatever, bronze coin and all this, because some will weigh light, some will weigh heavy, some will be 22 carat, some will be other carat, whatever. Well, that's when the ruler of the empire said, "Ki boss, what I will do is I will start stamping and issuing currency myself." Okay, and he started putting that Maurya Gupta stamp on it. Okay, whatever it is, I'm not saying the correct things, but this is the concept behind that. Historically, I'm known to be very wrong, but that's when the era started of this, where there was a centralized body issuing tokens, whatever form of tokens, that was the government of that. But what it did magically was it made one gold coin fungible with another gold coin. Okay, and so the bronze that the bronze coins that Pratik had or Aradhya had, they now became exactly the same as what I had. Okay, so when you go today in a shop, shopkeeper gives you whatever, a 100 rupee note or $100 note. You don't worry about one note being different from another. It's all the same. All the notes are fungible. Okay, and that was the beginning of currency on our planet, in our civilization. Okay, it boosted trade like anything. Okay, there was a reliance in the sense, the trust in the authority that this note is same as another note. Okay, it started there. Okay, and today, now I think you all know story, fundamentally Bitcoin challenged the centralized stamping of tokens and created a decentralized framework for that. Today, the exact other half of our existence and all our economic, kind of, or even non-economic existence of humanity is the other part of having objects which are not fungible. Okay, so and that's exactly what is NFTs. So these are pretty much the very fundamentals. Okay, now I've just said this very briefly. Okay, just think the power of creating fungibility in an ecosystem was what boosted us since the last 2000 years or so. Okay, and now we have a mechanism to even kind of look at non fungible items. For example, me and Pratik are not tradable, we are non fungible with respect to each other or respect to anyone here. Sanjay and Satya or Jessica. Okay, so humans are unique, your DNA is unique, your art is unique. Any music collection, each of it has their own footprint, and they are non fungible items at the fundamental part of it. And this can have, now that we have a framework to implement this, I think this has a big future, be it in whichever industries you say. Could be metaverse, could be gaming, could be whatever, could be your property, could be your bills, your pharma licenses. Everything can now be incorporated in this framework of technology. So yeah, that's like the short version of how I look at it.
That's a very smart take, Suraj, and very smartly you kept a gold coin for yourself and gave Aradhya and me a bronze, bronze coin, and tried to sell us on the market also, man. So yeah, I am totally fungible. I am okay to swap myself for a legendary NFT if anybody holds one. Given the
Okay.
implications it might have. By the way, community, if you have any questions for Suraj, so he's highly knowledgeable. So please drop your questions in the hashtag AMA chat. So Suraj can look at some of these questions and answer those. So coming back to an interesting point, Suraj, we've seen that the gaming industry is almost close to $200 billion right now, and NFTs have started picking up. So how do you think both of them can be combined, or what's your take on interoperability between the gaming and the NFT industry?
So yeah, I think the backbone of gaming is, I mean, it's very interesting. It's kind of creating an economy where you are defying the present laws. Okay, so for example, it's, at the end, gaming is giving an experience, right? Like when you are in that metaverse, you could now fly. Okay, you could get a jetpack, you could do things that you're not doing in this present world. Okay, and all these experience, aka abilities, can either be in this metaverse or in the gaming ecosystem for free. Okay, everyone can have it, but being in a capitalist environment, we tend to put a scarcity value into it. Okay, simply because, let's say, if you have a jetpack that gives you certain abilities, then everyone cannot have it. Maybe those people who are performing better, or they have been early in the community or whatever, who can buy it, can have the jetpack. And now this jetpack becomes, what is this jetpack? It's basically a non fungible item in that universe, owning which gives you special abilities. Okay, which could be the laws of that universe, whatever it is. It could even be like a, I mean, jetpack is something easier to imagine, but it could just be, an NFT called a power potion that allows you to become invisible at will. Or as you saw in that movie Ready Player One, you can have certain, you can buy certain objects that gives you certain abilities. So these objects are what will have to be NFTs. If they are on chain, if they are tradable, all of it, they will be these non fungible tokens, and hence gaming and the NFT trading market is super tied up.
That's a very interesting take, Suraj, and I believe the team at MCL as well as Jump.trade have identified this very early, and they have designed a very unique product, a game which is very dear to every single person in India, which is cricket, and one of the most played games and associated with NFTs. They're coming up with this wonderful play to earn, hit to earn kind of a concept, and you can hold NFTs to play a cricket to play cricket. What do you think about this concept, Suraj? Like the way Jump Trade guys are doing it, cricket and NFTs combination. What do you think? I'm personally very excited. What do you think about it?
I would first like to hear from the audience how many folks have played cricket. Can we get an, please try raising your hands? I think that's the
Can
easiest way.
yeah. Many people are raising their hands now. They can also comment on the hashtag AMA channel. You can also view there. Suraj, if again the voice, you can go to the hashtag AMA tech channel.
Yeah.
Many have raised their hands.
Yes, yes. Many people are saying yes, I can hear. Never. Rohit Kumar. I don't know which I'm saying.
Yes, guys. So if you want to ask anything to Suraj, quickly put it on the chat session. What we do every time. We have Dash Wayne asking Suraj. Suraj, can you hear
Yeah,
us?
yeah, yeah. I
Yes.
can see and yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Jump trade NFTs are minted on Polygon chain. What happens to game if something disasters happen like Luna to Polygon? What's the safety for it game? I mean, very good point, Darsh, you know. You are saying when you're saying Polygon, you asking regarding the Polygon bridge? What if that is compromised and then every token on the Polygon chain is kind of compromised? Anyway, so I'll kind of go ahead with it. This is important, right? Like one of the reasons, kind of how even Vitalik has said it's difficult to be in this kind of cross chain universe is like if imagine a scenario where there are multiple chains. Okay. The bridges that are between them is what acts as the weakest link. Okay. And the strength of the chain is as strong or as weak as the weakest link in it. Okay. So your point is very right. Although it is very unlikely. Okay, something like a Polygon falls. If it falls, it's like questioning. It's as good as questioning. What if Dubai economy or dirhams goes to zero? Maybe we can see the numbers, but whatever is the DeFi TVL on Polygon, that will go to zero, and we can look at countries who have a kind of GDP that much. So it's as big a question, okay, that you have asked. But good question, and I think I'm seeing a lot of interesting questions regarding to NFT, game economics, all this. I'm personally very excited about cricket. Okay, as a child, I had one of the best memories of playing cricket. In India, like every country has their own thing. We just used to kind of there was a phase in childhood where it was damn simple. uh, Life meant, and especially summer vacations meant, you wake up 6 a.m., you go out. Okay. You playing until your parents start shouting at you, ki, saying it is 11 a.m. and the 11 or 12 noon, and the sun is pretty harsh in India, especially in the summer. So they start shouting, "Yeah, guys, children, please come inside. It's too much playing now." And by the way, none of us kids, we never woke up at 6 a.m. in the morning. Okay. It was only because we knew that we get a certain period where we can play morning till the time the sun becomes too harsh. We used to wake up early and keep playing cricket, and that was it. You just keep playing cricket, you come back inside, have your lunch, and then we were forced to sleep and get some rest. And again at 4 or 4:30, when it started to cool down, we'll go out and play till the time it became dark. uh, so that's the kind of emotion that cricket brings to me, and possibly many millions of Indians. Okay, maybe possibly half a billion. Okay, and as we now bring the framework, the NFT part to it, I think there is a big scope to grow.
Thanks, Suraj, for the insight. I wish we could continue having the conversation much ahead, but due to the constraint of time, we will take the audience question probably in the next round. But thank you so much for your time, Suraj, and for the deep insights that you have given. I'm sure the audience wants to have more questions from you. So, guys, you can leave the questions for Suraj in the chat, and we'll have him answer all the questions. Thank you so much, Suraj, for having. If you want to stay along, we are going to have the next guest coming in, and if you want to ask any questions to him, feel free. And yeah, thanks so much for having
Perfect, perfect.
for
Thanks a
all
lot,
the
guys.
time.
Lovely talking and being co-hosted by Pratik and Aradhya. Lovely community. I'm seeing there's so many questions out here. Hopefully, we kind of answer you, or obviously you'll stay part of the Jump Trade community, so you will get your and questions answered pretty soon. Have a lovely weekend, guys. We'll stay in touch.
Thank you, Suraj. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Suraj. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
All right, folks. So let's begin. The moment that all of you have been so eagerly waiting for. Just a while ago, we have released and launched the most awaited trailer of MCL and how it's going to look like, what's it going to feel like. Strongly recommend you to have a look at it. Leave your feedback, leave your comments on it. I'm seeing some of the guys have already started leaving your comments on it. But now let's welcome the man of the hour. I'd let Aradhya introduce him, and then we can have a quick rapid fire fireside chat with him. So, Aradhya, over to you.
Yes, thank you, Pratik. So yeah, we do have Kamesh on the panel. Is Kamesh up? Yes. Hi. Yes. Hi, Kamesh. So, all of you in the community, we have Kamesh, our COO, one of the co-founders of Guardian Link, Jump.trade. So, he is here. Again, we have one person from the management taking up your calls directly, since we believe in connecting directly with all of you and with the community. We've always been transparent. So, yes, Kamesh is here to give you each and every detail with accurate information about the game, the outcomes, the future processes, and so on and so forth. Hi, Kamesh. Yes, welcome to the community.
Yeah. So, are you able to hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. So, thank you, Aradhya, thank you, Pratik. So, yeah, thanks for the nice introductions.
Perfect.
I
Thank you
think,
so
yeah.
much. Yes, Pratik, over to you.
So the
Pratik,
introduction,
you have listened.
yeah, the introduction was not so justified, guys. Just like to say that it's such a good gesture that the management is coming on a weekly basis, talking directly to the community, hearing your feedback. This is rarely seen in many projects, and the projects that have this sort of a mentality and this sort of an attitude, they are always community driven and working towards improvement on based on the community feedback. I've known Kamesh since almost 3 years now.
Yeah.
Personally, he's one of the most one of the smartest and really hardworking person I've met. I've known him to work right from 6 a.m. all the way to night 2 a.m. without taking any breaks, any gaps. Always thinking about how to make things better, how to do things for the community. So it's wonderful to know you, Kamesh. So let's begin the rapid fire and the fireside chat. So
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
we have reviewed all your questions that you have been asking. We understand how excited you are, how you want to know more about what's happening at Jump Trade. So looking at all of your questions, so we have compiled some really eye-opening questions for you that you have been wanting to answer. So let's not build up the hype anymore, and let's hear directly from the horse's mouth what Kamesh has to say about this. So Kamesh, before we begin on these questions, personally would like to know, how has your experience been with Web3? How did you decide to get into it? And it probably be a good motivation for most of the members in the community who would like to build an organization as big as you.
Okay. So, let me tell introduction about myself. So, yeah, I'm Kamesh. I started as a R&D guy. So, I we are into Web3 R&D for last 5 years. Worked with a lot of global crypto companies across the world, and we worked on many projects. As we have been a technology partners for like a lot of bigger top billion-dollar companies right now in crypto space. So that is where we all started. So before, I would say, yeah, around like 5 years in 16, 17. So crypto is in a very initial stage. So we are the only tech company who understands this space. And then we get a lot of queries across the world, and everyone need a blockchain solution. So yeah, we are the only company were doing good on blockchain space. Initially Bitcoin was into more like a terrorist money in 2016 and 17. So always people see us, kind of guys, what weird we do in terms of Bitcoin technology and blockchain technology. That is the way it started. And then yeah, in the last 5 years we got a lot of recognition, so it's became mainstream now. We have very good understanding on this space, and we love Web3. So we love to work with the community, and give transparency, and so how to make a very sustainable game is what we are working day and night, and then prove and try to be a company next. And maybe we see all Polygon, we all feel so proud that from India Polygon really, given a huge brand for all Indians, I would say. So because of them, so a lot of Web3 companies from India is evolving. So we want to be a one more successful Polygon kind of company from India. So especially on NFT and gaming space, yeah. So that is what I am myself, and then that is our vision. So yeah.
That's wonderful, Kamesh. I think you guys already have established a wonderful name, and we are already on track when it comes to blockchain tech. This organization is definitely ranked. I would say ranked number one in not just India, but I'd say in the Southeast Asia and Asia Pacific region. So hats off to and congratulations on all the efforts that you have put in the in your initial years, fighting against everything that was happening against blockchain in India and overcoming all of those problems and delivering good products for all the community, man.
Yeah, we have just started going to launch the game. So we have to see that we maybe have a very good R&D technology background. So like for the game wise, we launched an interesting couple of NFTs, and this is our first game we are going to launch in a Web3 space. So like officially from Guardian. So yeah, we also excited. So we working on this economics and white paper trailer and game day and night. And I think we almost 99.9% done with the white paper. And then game also I would say 98-99% is done. So we keep testing it. I can see there is a lot of discussions. People keep asking, hey, when is the game launch and date? So right, yeah, definitely I think we'll be disclosing the date in 1 or 2 days. We love to launch it by 30th, I would say. So maybe we are just working with Play Store, and then we getting some kind of changes and requests from them. So we keep updating, and so that is what is going on. So yes, Pratik, you can shoot up the questions, whatever you want to ask.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's begin the questions, Kamesh. So I've personally read the draft of the white paper. So based on that, I'm going to put up some questions for you, Kamesh, which the community would like to know. So first, let's see. So what is the minimum number of NFTs that I would be required to play the game, Kamesh?
It's a fundamental question. Yes, good that you're starting with the fundamental questions. I think you need one. Batsman NFT, and then you need one bowler NFT as a minimum requirement to get into the game. Right, bats is not a compulsory NFT. So yeah, of course, if you have a bat, you'll have some kind of additional benefit. So you will not have any negative score if you get out if you have a bat. So and then you have accuracy of hitting power, all this kind of factors associated with the bat. But bat is not necessary. So if you have one, batsman on bowler is enough to play the game. And then like if you start play the game, win the matches, yeah, so that you'll be progress. You will get typical points. So based on the points, you will be listed on the leaderboard. And then there will be everyday rewards that will default distribute to the people who are on the. We're trying to make more like 50-60% of win ratio, so that so many people will try to be very positive on playing. And also game also came out very well. It seems very addictive. So yeah, so
Okay, that's great to know. So basically, you need to hold one batsman NFT, one bowler NFT,
yes.
and holding a bat is not mandatory. So if they don't have a bat, then will they be getting a default bat, or how do they proceed?
Yeah, they'll get the default bat, so they can still play the game. So still they can progress to leaderboard. So
Okay.
bat is not a compulsory one. So yeah, bat have two value. One is collective value, also utility value. It is not a compulsory. You need a bat.
So if you hold the collectible NFT bats, then you have a better performance in the game, and you'll be okay. So that's a good
Yes,
take.
yes.
Thanks for that. So you don't need to hold a bat, guys. Just take a batsman, just take a bowler NFT, and just start playing a game with the default bat that you get. And if you want, you can again go to the marketplace and get a different kinds of bats from there to improve your gameplay. That's what Kamesh is saying. So very excited about that. And Kamesh, you mentioned something about, you'll be like, as you score in the match, you'll be featured in the leaderboard, and then you'll be getting paid also. So just wanted to know, like, give us a ballpark figure, Kamesh. Come on, the community really, really wants to know. I think this is the favorite question that everybody wants to know about. Just give us a hint, man. Come on, tell us how much can we
Yeah,
win? Can we go in
yeah, yeah.
millions, billions, crores, and thousands? And
Okay, I try to be very open to the community, so we don't want to say that we will get back later or something like that. So I try to give whatever I know. So technically, so we are piloting now. So right, so we're going to launch initially an initial beta kind of game. This game is going to be a more like limited match. It's not going to be 24 into 7. So some kind of limited time frame so that people can play, and then they get the rewards. They'll be listed on the leaderboard. So based on that, they get the rewards can be converted to fiat, or else they can use this reward to buy the NFTs. Both is possible. So the price point of reward, I would say the minimum of I would say I would say minimum of 100 rupees to maximum of 1 lakh is possibility, right? How much, how this economics, what's the formula and everything, which we almost try to give more clarity on the white paper. I think most probably within 2 to 3 days. I think I'm trying to think about Tuesday or Wednesday we can launch a white paper. White paper is almost ready. So right, so just we are taking some designs and reading, proofreading, and those kind of things are going on. I think if you get a white paper, you will get a complete clarity about how the game and what is the overall project, how the economics, how to user guidance and everything. Yeah. So and then it's going to be the price will keep change every day also. Right? We want to. Our vision is to make sure that we have 24 into 7 matches. Right. So without any rest. Because it is not like connected with any real time game, right? So it is like it's a community driven game, so we can run 24 into 7, but we initially planning to start 2 hours game and see how we able to technology wise, budget and as well as rewards, calculation, everything goes smooth, and then we'll slowly increase to 4 hours, 6 hour, and then we'll progressively towards to 24 into 7 gameplay. That is our idea.
that's wonderful, man. So you're saying there is a possibility to earn in hundreds and thousands and lakhs also. So that's very interesting, guys. I think
Yeah.
it's very exciting to see, how much these rewards are going to be, because play to earn has taken over the entire industry, and it's a great
I would
amalgamation
say
which you made.
Pratik, I think people should not think this game is just to only make money, right? So I think there is a natural addiction towards cricket. So we want to build a very addictive cricket game. So that is what we try to do. So for us, of course, right, money and rewards are also going to be part of the game. But I would suggest, I need a lot of insights from the people how to build, more. I think once we game launch, we love to take a lot of feedback from the community and try to improvise the design, quality, and communication, getting some real elements into the game. So make it so addictive is what we're trying to work. So far, I would say in the Web3 game, especially in the player to earn game, sustainability is the challenge, right? So as much of if people, most of the projects will have coins associated with the gameplay, so they get the rewards, and then like if the coin market collapse, game collapse. So that is way I used to see generally in a play to earn game. So we picked cricket so that naturally cricket is very addictive in India. So getting a play to earn element on cricket will always have a very good adoption. So we want to build a very I would say very addictive game with the money is also one part of it. So it is not like think only money game, or not like a rummy or poker and those kind of approach. So that is you can upgrade the NFTs, play, so you can resell the NFTs, and a lot of fun around it. It'll be so relaxing, very interesting also. So you'll become hero. So like people talk about the particular player outside. So how we see like a lot of TikTok celebrities. So we want to build our esports players as a celebrities, build them, grow them. So like that is the idea. So the NFT holders, the players are, they are going to be the future Sachin, or esports Sachin. So that is something we wanna, that is our vision. So that's, so we want to build a very sustainable game for long run. So we don't want to give a higher expectation that people can make a lot of money over the night. Of course, right, the investment what they done, there will be a worth in terms of ROI and everything is possible. So if you, and also there's a skill element. It is not a luck based game. It's a proper skill game. So you want to strategize with the right NFTs, and then like the player matches will happen as per your team and team weightage and everything, so that you will have a right guys will matching your gameplay, and then like it will always try to be a fair play game. Let's say if you own rookies, right? Opposite guys will also matching will mostly happen with the nearest to rookies only, not with the legends, right? So that is the way we try to make sure the matching engine and everything is very fair. So that is what we're trying to do.
That's wonderful, man. That's a great take. In fact, Kamesh, because we have seen a lot of these Web3 games have just focused on earnings, but they have a very horrible gameplay. You can't even play the game for half an hour and you feel like leaving. And it's good to see that you have a vision of taking the best of Web2, which is the immersive experience of gaming, and the best of Web3, which is the play to earn model, and doing a beautiful amalgamation of the two. So I am personally very excited to have a look at the first cut of the game. So that's a very good idea, and I'm pretty sure, like, given your background and the core strength of the team, so the game is going to be extremely sustainable. So that's good to know as well, man, because you have a long term vision. These are the companies that thrive beyond beyond anyone's imagination.
Yeah.
So just some
We
details
need
about
lot of
the game,
support.
Kamesh.
We need lot of support from the community, right? Think us for a long run, right? So don't think like a short term players, just to launch something, and and then like we don't want to be a company just thinking for a short run. So we want to have a long, we having long term vision. So we want community to support us, and giving a encouragement and insights, and whatever it is possible to get to make this community better. So we need all support from the community. I think it's as a technology we can build. So adaption towards the community, a lot of feedback from the community, it is all playing important role. So yeah, so I expect a lot of positive feedback and negative feedback, as improvements what we have to do, all this kind of things. I'll just end of this conversation, I'll send my email ID to the community, so that whatever they want to write to me, they can write. So I'll try to keep improvise. So this game is not a short, a small game. So initially, what we're going to launch is maybe a short game. So which have with a very limited features, but no, the progress we thinking about streaming, we trying to bring esports elements. So we trying to have much more interesting functionalities. We trying to build a fractional ownership of stadium. So a lot of for functionalities which we are going to come up. So yeah, it is going to be a long term journey. So so the game development will keep progress. I think already we disclosed things on our white paper as well as in roadmap. So I think yeah, so it requires a continuous support, continuous improvement, so that we'll try to make a very sustainable game from India.
That's wonderful, Kamesh. And guys, this is very important. Kamesh is asking for feedback from the community to improve the game. So rarely any projects do that. They'll just build a project and not take a feedback and just say what we have built is right, now play it. But this is a very good approach, I'd say personally. Very few people do it, and the ones who do it tend to create a very finished product which everybody can use. So just some questions about quick questions about the game, Kamesh. So like in the current version, will they be able to play the game throughout the day, or is it going to be some time restrictions on when they can play the game?
The game is built to play throughout the day. Right, the
Okay.
initial beta which we are piloting for maybe 2 to 3 hours of gameplay.
Okay. Okay, so initially it'll be 2 to 3 hours, and then as you get data, you'll start increasing the game duration. Wonderful, wonderful. And how many overs will be there, Kamesh, in the
It's
game?
going to be initially 3 overs match. One match will have 3 overs, 18 balls.
Wonderful. So it's going to be 3 overs. And I think I had a question about matchmaking, but you've already answered that rookies will be matched with
Yeah.
similar rookies or legends with legends. So everybody has a fair shot at winning the
Yeah,
match.
yeah.
That's
Idea is to make rookie holders also should have a fair play. If they keep losing by fighting with the legends, will not make any sense. So we
right.
try to make it so with the proper MMR and other kind of facility which we are working on. So yeah.
Wonderful. I think we can see more details about it in the white paper, how the matchmaking will happen. So that's good to know. Another question, I had basically, Kamesh, we read about some sort of ways through which you can upgrade the card. So can you tell us about it? Like, how can we upgrade? And so most of the community members are holders of NFTs. So if they want to upgrade their NFTs, how can
Yeah.
they upgrade it,
I
Kamesh?
will- yeah, I can explain. So, for example, the rookie level is going to be level 1, right? There is a possibility that you can upgrade to level 15, right? So, we build a game economics in a way that by simply paying money they can upgrade, right? They have to play this much of matches, so they get this much of upgradable cards. So for example, if you want to move rookie from level 1 to level 2, so you, for example, I would say you need a 10 upgradable cards. So if you play X number of matches, you get X number of upgrades. So once you get the upgrade, then you have to pay slight fee, and then you have to upgrade that NFT from level 1 to level 2. So it's not a lot of fees, it's a slight fee. So we really want to make sure that no, just simply paying, they can't simply upgrade. So they have to really play the game, get the upgrades, then only they can upgrade. And then yeah, so automatically the stats will improvise. Level 1 rookie to level 2 rookie, I think the stats will improvise. So where they can see the performance of different gameplay.
Got it. So basically, as you play more in the game, there is a higher chance of you to increase your NFT. Just by paying, you'll not be able to improve your NFT. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So basically, everybody can get a level playing field, and as you progress more in the game, as you win, you'll be getting upgrade cards, and then I think that's a very good idea. So we've read about it, the more details about it in the white paper, where they can see how many cards are required to upgrade. So basically, when you play a match and when you win, you get a kit bag, and in the kit bag you get upgrade cards, and through upgrade cards you can upgrade your NFT. So details about that are there in the white paper. I've loved the way you have thought about the very small price, and not making money as the factor to improve your cards. You need to have skill, and then you can do it. So that's wonderful, man. That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Next question I had, Kamesh. I think the whole community also had is, we've been hearing that the game is going to come soon, come soon. So, why is it taking so much time to build the game? Like, what are the challenges that you're facing, and why is it taking so much time, Kamesh?
Yeah, let me explain that, right? So I think technically, game testing, it takes a lot of time, right? It's a money related game, so we want to really make sure that everything works properly, and then we don't want to pull the game down after we launch. So we want to really make sure we can be close to beta launch first and try to bring our community. That's what we are thinking. Just before the call, we internally have a discussion with the whole community internal team. They all like saying, why can't we pick 50 or 100 members from the community and give a access to them, and then try to take a feedback and how technology functionality everything works. So that is what even thinking. As you, for your question, my answer is why it takes a lot of time. I think it's just, I would say it's 2 months of time only. So typically game development takes time on it is years. I think we want to work. We don't want to disappoint community, but just by taking 6 months and 8 months. So we want to give something to the community at least, so that they'll be more motivated towards they'll be more motivated to play, as well as we can get a lot of feedbacks from them. We can keep improving. Medium takes years to get upgrade. I would say many games it take a couple of years for the upgrade. I think it's a very short term only. So right, all my team, everyone works close to 15-16 hours every day, to really achieve the target of 30th. So game will be definitely ready by 30th. I'm very sure about that. So when we're going to launch it, or by 30th, we'll try to do a closed beta, and then then we can, after maybe we'll take 1 week or 10 days of time additionally, and then to give a complete open approach to everyone. Is what we are thinking, to be honest. So I think by Monday we can come to the conclusion, because now next couple of days we're going to do aggressive testing, and then we can come to the conclusion by Monday. I think I can, most probably I can tell the specific date. So for the launch.
This is very very exciting. So it's very close by, guys. If you want to test out the game, just start posting on the AMA chat, and randomly the team will select 40-50 members, as Kamesh mentioned, to test the first version, and they can test it for a few days, and then we do the release for everybody. That's really exciting, Kamesh. And yes, I do understand it takes a lot
We
of
get a lot
time
of
to.
support from community also. So they also giving a lot of insights to us, and then they helping us for doing some testing also. So the gaming guild indie GG, they're giving a lot of insights about the other games and everything. So yeah, there is a lot of support from the community people and the NFT holders already. Right? So we get a lot of insights. We get a lot of emails from many people. So yeah, so I think it's very fantastic, and I was so I feel like this community, we give a lot of transparency to them, and then we give right to they can talk, what they can give their feedback. So we're open for the feedback. So yeah, so I think we want to build a very interactive community rather than like one way of communication.
That's wonderful. So guys, we need your feedback on it. Just keep on posting whatever suggestions you have. And Kamesh is very open. The whole team is very open to not just listen to the feedback but also implement them and make the game better and better. So we need your help here. The game is going to be live very very soon. So excited for it. Just a question, Kamesh, that many of the community members also had is we're very excited to know about the rental. So is it going to be a part of the game release now, the beta release, or rental feature? Can you talk about it? Like, is it going to be available now or
The
later?
rental feature is not going to be in the initial beta launch because we need a lot of data. Right, when we launch a rental feature, so we want to make sure it is sustainable and be able to build a win-win logic around that. Right, and the people who take rental should take benefit also. People who renting it also will have to make benefit. So we need a lot of data and the real-time understanding from the people. Then when we have to launch the technology wise, I think we are 70-80% done with the rental development.
Wow.
So, but we want to understand more data from the community, and then the initial is going to be initial beta launch, right, where we get a lot of traction and data, and then we increase the time frame of the tournament and the number of tournaments, and then like then we'll slowly get into the rental functionality. So we give the transparency. We'll keep you posted about that.
Okay, got it, got it. That's
I'm happy
wonderful.
to see a lot of people are giving happy to be volunteer of for the games. I'm so excited to see many people are showing interest to test it and give a feedback and everything. I'm happy to see this.
Absolutely. So I'd safe to say, Kamesh, that you guys are focusing more on delivering a very qualitative and immersive game. So testing out every feature and then launching it rather than just launching a game for the sake of it. That's good to know. Another question probably that most of the members had asked initially was there are these tax implications that are coming in. So what's your take on it? Will the jump trade and the NFTs, buying and selling of NFTs, would they also be coming under the same taxation policy, or what's your take on it, Kamesh?
I think we have to take it. We have to take it so positive. Why? Because of taxation. So I think our market size is going up. Because initially people thought whether I can buy NFTs or not. Now government is clearly declared you can buy the NFTs or crypto, so you have to pay tax for it. There is a TDS deduction of 1%, which they are which he recently clarified in the recent announcement from the government also. It is very very clear. So so government is allowing you to buy the NFTs and trade, but you have to make sure you have pay tax from a benefit what you get from the game. I feel it's okay. Why? Because this give a lot of positivity to everyone. So whether it is not a gray product, right? So it is something, it is open, so it is taxable. And then if you someone making money through NFTs, they have to pay tax and everything. So I think it's positive. So I will take it positive way. I think if for a clarity about the taxation, that they recently yesterday day before, like government clearly clarified the TDS features step by step. There is before that there is some kind of miscommunication. So, but recent the announcement, they given a clear clarity about who have to do what. The 1% of TDS is every exchange or marketplace have to deduct the TDS, file the 1% TDS on the name. So all this clarity recently given by the government. If you guys need more clarity about that, yeah, about the taxation, so you can please write it to us, and then we'll we planning to do blog on the detail taxation, right, giving a chart and how the tax will happen, how much tax you have to pay, how how government will calculate and track all this. So I have to do one blog completely around that. So I think very soon we'll post the blog so that it give a lot of clarity to the community.
That would be really, really helpful. So, Kamesh, before taking up more community, so these were most of the questions that community had. But before taking these live community questions, just something off the topic. I recently
Yeah.
saw your photo with Nas, and so what happened with it? Like, how did you get in touch, and what was your experience? Like, it's Nas doesn't really have come to the office of everybody in India. So how did you crack it, man? How did that happen?
It's a inbound, inquiry. Someone from NAS team approached us, and then they told us, yeah, I think we heard that you guys having a game. So yeah, they asked, can we see it? You guys really having a game, or like it is a NFTs alone, or really developed the game? And then they asked us to explain about the economics and everything. And then we went on Zoom call. We explained everything about the game. We given one sample APK to them. The team played. They're excited. a lot of Indian cricket lovers are there in with the NAS team, so they also very excited. Then they convinced NAS, right, and then like finally like we were really shocked that he told like he will. I thought he will do Zoom call with us, and then he told like I'm coming to your office, and then he also went to our Singapore office, and then like he met our team there, and then he also came to our Chennai office, and then like no, he gone through, he had a discussion with the team, he saw the game, he played the game. Right, so he's completely so happy to see company in Web3 give lot of transparency and the real game, and then working hard to make sure the game is working fine. It's a very interesting discussion. He spent close to whole day with us.
Oh man, that's rare. That's amazing.
He captured, yeah, he's captured the video. Is a really shock for us. We never thought of approaching that kind of guys. We thought maybe after the game launch we want to approach him. Someone like I don't know from our community members, or I don't know who told him. Someone told him that no, we are doing some interesting game. It looks nice, and then they approached us and say, "I want to see the game," because they want to really make sure that we have a real product and the game. Then only they can do video around it. So they are very NAS is very particular about it. He don't want to do video because he we know like NAS used to do video with Binance and FTX and Polygon Sandeep, and he worked with the very reputable people, and especially from South India, he worked with Metalcon also. So he was telling about that. So yeah, he always worked with very reputable people. So it is very, so we are so happy that we got this kind of attention from him. So it seems to be he came to India. So because of that, I never thought like he will come to Chennai office. So yeah, he went to Singapore office. Had a discussion with him and came to Chennai office. Yeah, it's so fun, man. So I think very soon he may release a video about us.
Oh wow, looking forward to viewing the video, man. That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah,
So
I
let's
think
take
my CEO, Mr. Ram, also Ram as well as Nas both were in a new in this NFT NYC, which is happening in New York, right? Yeah, I think he really helped us. Connected many people, many YouTubers there. Right, he given a lot of his contacts and support, and he's willing to connect with a lot of his known people. It's so excited. So yeah, because he's such a nice guy, is able to help such a small startup, right? So we are a very small company technically, because the interview what you do is all our big giants. So right, we are just small startups. I think he's really given a very good references and everything to my CEO who's doing that networking and everything in New York and NYC. So yeah, it's a very nice surprising moment for us. We never thought this will happen.
Ah, and I beg to differ, Kamesh. I wouldn't call the organization a small startup because if Nas is coming and reviewing it, definitely he sees something and he's not going to review some random period. So yeah, you being very humble, but we can understand how impactful this is because being covered by Nas is something really good. So
Yeah,
are we guys also?
Raj also agreed to work with us, in a building our community.
Oh,
We told like we want to educate Indians, more Asian people to about the NFTs, right? So where we got he told like he can organize a one of a Discord call for us. Maybe soon he may come to our Discord call once. I really requested him to come once to have a very interesting discussion with our team. He agreed to do once. Let's
that's
see when he will
wonderful.
do. I don't know, but he's going to help us to build the Discord community and educate Indians about what is NFTs and those kind of, because he's more like a guy who wanna educate more and more people. So that is the idea of him, right? He's a content creator. So he always think about educating people, adding value to the people, right? So it's a very interesting discussion which we had. Yeah, so I think he's agreed to work with us on building Discord for India and educating Indians for NFTs. So it's a wonderful surprise, one more surprise for us.
That's amazing. That's a very good what do you say, validation, I'd say. Nas saying that and Nas giving a shout out is a huge validation. So
Yeah.
that's amazing, man. Let's take
I
some
think
questions.
we need a lot of support, for support from the community in terms of connecting a lot of crypto YouTubers, right? They are the one really, taking the project to the masses. So they able to tell about this project to many people. So only because people who understand, people who don't understand crypto, it is for them, it is very difficult to understand NFT also, right? Who will buy this photo for $200? People who understand crypto and NFT, only those people know value of such kind of projects, right? That's why it's very very important for us to build more and more, relationship with the, especially crypto YouTubers across the world, and try to make this game so big. So that is what we are trying to do. So we need a lot of support from the community. If everyone in the community can help us in connecting, again one, crypto influencer who can connect us or refer us, tell about us. So what we do, what kind of, NFTs we do, what is the transparency we give. I think, YouTuber works in a different way. If we go and approach them that we want to do some investing promotion, they are not ready to. Right? Someone has to tell them how it has happened. I don't know who told him. So even before he, when he leave airport, I'll keep asking him, who told about us? Can you tell guy? So he's not willing to share the name. I don't know. Say someone from our community only. So I think someone from community is really informed and clarified about us. I think because of that there is a validation. So because someone tells about good about us, they always puts a validation. If we go and say, hey, we want to do video, then it's not really working out, right? So that's why I think we got many YouTubers support, right? So yeah, so we love to explore and work more and more people, try to clarify this NFT project and try to take it global.
Right. So, guys, it's a community project. You should actively help the team out with connecting with influencers, supporters, plus all the posts that are there. Just keep on sharing on all the channels. We released a trailer, so you can post your feedback on it. Share the trailer with as many people as you can. This is your own game, right? So Kamesh has been repeating it. This is your game. It's a community game, so you should actively be involved and spread across as many people as you can.
Yeah,
So,
that's the specific reason, right? We are really not working with any brand ambassadors. So we want to be a community game, right? But there is no point in working with the brand ambassadors and try to build a game that only work with a celebrity and brand. So I always see the project will really. There is an example. If you see Bored Ape is not a celebrity, right?
yeah,
So it is really worked well, right? It went for millions and millions. So people made 100x and 200x of it. So what I see, I think we want to really build like a community game. So rather than like simple like celebrity game. So we could have associated top cricket players from India with this project, but we are associating, but we are not bringing them as a celebrity inside the game. So we want to really make sure our community NFT holders wanna this NFTs what we launched, that should be a brand. How we able to see Bored Ape right now, right? Very similar to that, we have to
absolutely.
build this NFTs as a kind of Bored Ape project. Other cricketers should really promote this game, and then they should keep these photos in the DP. So that is where we should
Oh,
really
wow.
make a difference. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that's a good point, man. You don't have any brand ambassadors, but I'm very certain like the people who will be consistently performing well in this, in MCL, so they will start becoming so famous that they themselves will start becoming brand ambassadors in the making. So you'll will probably create a lot of good YouTubers, gamers through MCL who start getting really famous. And like you mentioned, the esports Sachin Tendulkars and Virat Kohlis and
Yeah.
a couple days will be created very very soon through this, man.
Yeah. Yeah, so we are working whatever possible way to market and grow this community. We are working everything. We'll see. I think and I think the challenge for us, in terms of scaling up, because of the time and then the commitment. What we all try to keep a short term commitments. So that is a that before us we could have take 6 months of time frame and then work in a leisure, right? But we are not doing it. So we're trying to come up with the 2 months of commitment and try to give something to the community, keep them excited. So we want to be very fast. So we are not only a white paper company. So we launch NFTs, and then we promise to launch a marketplace. We launched it, and then we promised to launch a game. So we are going to, so trailer, white paper. So everything there be slight delay here and there, but you should really support us, man. So our idea is to not purposely we are delaying it, right? So there is no way that you can make this game very fast than whatever we are doing. So I think that's not purposeful delay. There is a real time challenges. For example, Play Store denies it, right? Then if for example for the community, if the game is launched on Play Store, all it has its own benefit, right? We can reach millions of downloads if app is installed on Play Store. If it is not, then of course we have a way that we can go for a APK approach. But I feel like, so always, we can wait for Play Store, so that we can reach globally, and then we can get more downloads. So those kind of equips are there. So community
Mhm.
should support us. And then, like, we are not just telling, without developing the game, we are not telling, we are not postponing things. So as if someone is asking about the GL coin, right? I think, and I want to answer it anyway. Once after your questions, I will answer the community questions
Yeah,
and
yeah.
answer.
So, yeah, we are just going to pick up some community questions. So I'm starting from the top. Some questions have been repeated, but let's club them up. So, Crypto, Tamil, CH, Venki, Ain, Gru, Karthikam, all of them want to know when Gain Economics / white paper will be released and when the game will be released. So, I think Kamesh you already answered, but let's have a quick 30-second answer for the
Yeah,
community so they
I
know the
think I
exact
can quick
dates.
answer. I think the next week we'll definitely launching the white paper. Right, a
Okay.
game at least we'll try to close beta within by end of next week is what our target. At least close beta, and then it is not maybe there may be a slight delay. It is not like a month's delay or something like that. So we be a closed beta. If it is okay, then we next week we'll launching that game. If a plan, and also we are updating on the Play Stores and trying to take approval. NFTs have this own challenges on getting app in Play Store. Some apps are easily published in Play Store, some apps are not. So there is no any clear clarity or regulation which I see from Play Store. Some apps they publish, some app they don't. So I don't understand the difference between them. We are working on it. Definitely, like, yeah, the game is going to be. It is not going to be delay for months or anything like that. So game will be launching most probably in 1 or 2 week. Definitely 1 week we try to really target, or else there will be slight delay of for maybe 1 more week. That's it. So but don't worry, until then we are not we gonna work with the community and then give a beta release, and then, like, reward system. So we give a pilot of rewards to the community members and then see how it works, take a feedback and keep improvisation too. So it's going to be actions, so it's not going to be dialogues alone. So it's going to be real actions hereafter. So anyway, you guys are waited for a couple of months. It's not going to be too much of time hereafter. You will see the progress. So don't worry. I can see some kind of people are saying, oh, it will not launch before. Then we will be launching end of this month. That is our target. Maybe will be slight delay because of the Play Store or something else or some kind of challenges. We'll try to. There will be slight delay. That's it. Don't want to worry about it.
Community, you need to understand, like, there are some unprecedented challenges that might come in. It's not like the team is not working, right? So they are working day and night to deliver a very top class product. So a few days here and there is absolutely understandable. So tentatively, let's say that beta will be available by the end of the month, and a week or 2 weeks later we'll see the actual game available for the whole community. So it's very close by. Very excited to see this. And yeah, this was a question that some guys had. Heisenberg has asked a question: we can play with maximum 4 NFTs. Will bat NFT be included in this?
Yeah, you need one batsman on bowler compulsory, because you have 3 over match. So if you have 3 bowlers, you can pick each bowler for each over. It doesn't mean that if you have only one bowler alone, so you can't bowl 3 over. It is not that case. If you have only one bowler, also you can use the same bowler for 3 overs, right? If you have 3 bowlers, you can always use the advantage. But the compulsory requirement is you need one batsman and one bowler to play the game. So one batsman plus 3 bowler is will be helpful to strategize things very well.
Okay, interesting. So you need to hold just 4 NFTs. Bat is not that NFT. You can hold a bat if you want to, and if you don't want to, a default bat will be given.
Yeah,
One batsman, one bowler / 3 bowlers can form a team.
yeah,
I hope that answers
of
your
course.
question, Heisenberg. The next question is from Mayweather. What type of data and permissions does the game use?
No, we don't take any data. No,
Okay,
even we are not taking location also, right?
okay.
We do, because only we have everything, right? There are NFT and people. What is the point in taking the data separately from the mobile app? So we are not taking or pulling any information from mobile app. Is absolutely, it is going to be, even we are not taking location. Initially we thought at least we take location so that we'll know that from which location people are playing. But after we thought, okay, we'll have so we do not even take that. So we'll try. We are not taking any data from your mobile. So through our gaming mobile app. I think this is your question, right? Or I misunderstood?
Yeah, that's right. That's
Okay.
what I think they meant. Another question, Heisenberg has posted many questions, but we have picked one already. So we're going to pick the next one by Vinu. Vinu is
Heisenberg,
asking,
I think he's always so active in the community.
very, very
So
good. Good to see this.
very active guy.
Yeah.
David, I see is so
Most
active.
of your questions will
And
be covered through the white paper. I think
we have
his
one more
questions will all be.
controversial guy. What's Darsh is one more controversial guy. I love him. We
Yes.
always try to be very active in the group. As a crypto Tamil is so active. Yeah, I'm happy to see. I think let's try to spend a lot of positivity, guys. I think it's our project, so we have to really build it. So instead of blaming each other, I think you should really build it. You guys know that we are progressing. Right? It doesn't mean that we are simply talking on weekly calls. We are progressing. So there will be progress. So keep supporting us. That is the only thing which I can request you guys.
Heisenberg, your questions mostly will be answered through the white paper that you can review because some of them are very lot of numbers. So rather than talking about it here, we can take it in the white paper. Kamesh, Venu had a question. So if will we be paid in assets or dollars like Ethereum or something, or will we be paid in something else? So what's your answer to that, Kamesh?
Typically, it is going to be initially that is going to be JT points, right? Let's say one JT points equal to $1. I'm just giving example to you. Let's say if you play the game, you got 10 JT points, which is equal to, for example, $10, right? You can convert that JT points to USDT, or else you can convert that JT points to your wallet, and then or else you can use that JT points to buy the NFT. So we are not restricting anything. So people can get the reward, use that reward to buy the NFTs and trade the NFTs, or else they want to convert that reward to again take it to the wallet, and then of course they can withdraw. So and also what the question specifically asked is USDT. I think yeah, we always prefer USDT is a better option because when if we can't send money to your bank, it's quite a bit difficult. Why? Because bank will allow, for example, if you pay $100 from your card, and then only those amount we can send back. This is something is not your. This is very challenge to send through card and everything. I think we need to do in UPI also. So UPI and USDT is what we are expecting. So for mostly like we have a lot of other country people also. So where they will be more happy to take USDT, I believe. So UPI as well as USDT, both are the options that you can convert and take it out.
Okay, okay. So this is what the question is about. There's going to be JT points that you can use to convert to USDT, or you can directly uh, uh, buy some NFTs or do anything with the JTs in the marketplace. There are many people who want to be testers. I'm seeing at least 40, 50 people saying, I want to test, I want to test, I want to test. So you
Yeah,
can
that's
randomly pick some.
yeah, I
Yeah.
can randomly pick some queries, right? Even like Darshesh asked about right. What about releasing in iOS? Actually, technically, now we were trying to do it in Android. Initial launch is going to be Android, and then once I think within a week or 10 days, we get a complete clarity and we could have fixed some issues and everything. Then we can do it iOS. But typically, I think people who understand technical Unity development is something is what we do. So generating iOS is not very difficult, so we can do. So it is not like a separate development that we have to do for iOS. iOS is almost ready. So what I feel, we thought like let's finish one and try to mature it, and then we'll take an export output of iOS. That's what we are thinking. So that should don't have to worry. Definitely, we have been working on iOS also. So our idea is to give Android and then like browser. So browser, what the challenge we face? Right, the browser challenges we have. Because they have a lot of graphics into this, right? As a browser, most of the system browser not able to handle it. That there is, I can see there is a performance drop when we try to play in the browser, right? So then we think we are just thinking, can we give a exe file, because just loading in browser is always not possible because there's such kind of heavy graphic file, because there is NFTs also, avatars also, so it's very difficult. So maybe we are thinking about giving exe file that the people can download in the desktop and then they can play. So Android exe file and then iOS. So iOS typically once we Android everything is done, then we'll come up with iOS. So I think everything will be keep progress.
That also answers Zod Whitey's question that he had. Another interesting question is by Melissa. Are you partnering with any companies like Dream 11, MPL?
Yeah.
What's your thought on it?
I think right now we have to launch the game. It's all up to you guys, right? So if the community is very big, everyone will come and partner with us. So if the community is even negative, then no one come back and partner with us. That is a simple logic. So we have to really build it. it is on our hands, right? So I think, yeah, we know everyone. So it's a Dream 11 and everyone we know. So we had a very good discussion with them before. So right, but we don't we only see value in partnering someone if he really prove something, right? If he really grow as a community, if he really grow, and then it makes sense to partner with people. Yeah, of course, like there is all that there is a chances, but it all depend on our community. So if we can really grow the community very big, and then like if we are so excited giving a lot of insights and feedback, make a very mature game, then of course it's possible. So we can really partner with some big giants and billion dollar companies like Dream 11.
Correct, correct. Someone asked, is it legal to play this game in India? I'm not sure if we should answer this question, but yeah, just to
I
clear
think
that
yeah,
out.
it's legal, man, because I think because government clarified the taxation. So if some always the government clarified the taxation, it means okay. I think it's legal only. So there is no legal challenges. I think the taxation and everything is they given clarity about that also. So we want to really make sure no, we are not trying to break any law, right? We want to really make sure that there should not we should not break any law. So there is 1% TDS. All this kind of deductions governments have to do. We want to follow it, and so that we can have this game grow very big. So if we hide some things and we don't want to go anything against to the government or don't want to hide anything from the government, so give you very transparency, so that we can build a very big community and build a very big game.
That's wonderful. Kamesh, I'm seeing a lot of fan base for you, man. People are appreciating Kamesh is speaking for the first time and
And the challenge is I give a lot of transparency, and then something goes wrong also. So in the usual example, someone is going to come and ask me, "Hey, you told me that you're going to launch a white paper by Monday. Where is it?" So also my other CEO is always a nice guy, always try to be on the safer side and try to give a very perfect answers. I am a guy. I am a lot of loose talker. I used to tell all the information and transparency to the people. So that's why I always not come to the community calls much. But anyway, my CEO went to New York, so there is no any other option. So that's why I came here.
I think people would want to hear you more often, Kamesh, given by the comments that you are receiving. So,
Let's see
yeah.
if this whole community is taking it positive and then supporting us. I'll definitely come, often. Or else I think within next 2 3 days we'll know whether like my discussion went positive or negative. Right? If it is a negative and creating a lot of negative in the discussion, then I have to stay back and put my CEO to the discussion.
Let's have a poll for this guy. Should Kamesh come for the next your next meetups? And I'm sure everybody's going to say yes. So I think that wraps up all of the questions by the community, I guess, Kamesh. And yeah, I think
Yeah,
most of the
I
questions
think
are
we
done. Any
answered
closing?
most of the queries. I think. Yeah,
See,
I
everybody's
think right.
typing yes, 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 Kamesh. So people want you in the next call. I see. As
Thank
if
you.
you open the AMA, everybody's saying yes. Kamesh Army. Okay, they're calling it Kamesh Army now. Wonderful. Okay,
Thank you.
Kamesh. Any
Thank you
closing
very
lines
much.
for the community?
So I think yeah. So I think I given a lot of clarity. So the closing line is going to be trust us and work with us. Giving insights. There are other cricket projects also in the market. They do something very great. If you are not doing, please advise us. So we want to learn from the people because we are very busy in development and technology and everything. So sometimes we may not do great marketing. So right, so we need a lot of support and insights and marketing ideas from you guys. So we love to implement that and execute it very well. So we'll take it. So because you guys refer and see more projects than us technically, I see other interesting cricket projects and other cricket NFT projects and all. A lot of our community members are there also. So right, they can do something better, which we are not even following. I don't know, right? So you guys have to suggest us that what else we have to do to improve the community. So I always our worries is like, hey, why we are not able to build 1 lakh members of community. So only 12,000 and 13,000. So that is our only worry. So whatever we can support to grow the community. So we don't want people to buy the NFTs, right? So we don't really push people to say, come on, buy the NFTs or something like that. So people want to learn about this and get a knowledge about what we do. I think in 2012, I can remember when I was doing a marketing, right? I go and talk to people in a field marketing, talk to people about the Facebook and YouTube marketing and everything. People tell me, already I have enough book with me, I don't, please don't sell me one more book. So those are the days, people think Facebook as a book. And then like those are the days. If 10 years back, if you say that my profession is YouTube, then people will laugh you, right? In 2012, I can remember, right, when I was trying to tell a social media and YouTube and everything, people are laughing about it, right? 2010 years back, right? There is no such profession called YouTuber. Right now, very similar to that, what I see in next 2025, I think we'll see the gamer will be a profession. Right? That is what I see. So I think in future is going to be gamer is going to be one of the profession for the people. How these YouTubers are there, how social media influencers are there, very similar to that. Gamers will be, it will be gaming will be a profession for many people. So that is what I see. So yeah, let's see, let's work for it. Let's try to grow this very big. Thank you very much. That's my
Wonderful closing words, Kamesh. So, guys, please share, support the venture. It's your own game, it's your own project. So you should be active and support the venture and spread the news. Invite your friends, tell them to test out the game, and let's stay in touch. Thank you, Kamesh.
thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Pratik. Thanks for your time. Thank you very much. Thank you, Aradhya.